Good afternoon, everybody. Cory Munsterteiger here with BCTV. We have Bedford Athletic Director Cory Parker here for a quick preseason interview for the fall 2021 season. Cory, appreciate you joining us here.
Absolutely.
Quick rundown as we get ready for the season here. Coaches coming back, new coaches. Can you give us a quick rundown on the sports and the coaches?
Yeah, obviously, welcome back to the community. We're thrilled to be here and you guys coming over for us as we celebrate Team Picture and Media Day, if you will. What's really exciting about this year is all our coaches are back. So we have veteran coaches all come back in their same positions. I think what's really exciting is all of our staffs have picked up one or two additional assistants or great volunteers locally that want to be engaged in our team. So when you watch our sidelines, you're seeing well-developed staffs and more people, and which is a gain for our kids because now at the practice setting, we're able to read better ratios and instruction and fundamental skill sets. And so from football to bass fishing to crew, which had over 100 kids this year, is really exciting. I think everyone was ready for the school year to start and get back at it. Summer workouts were phenomenal. Every team was doing something every week, really getting the kids engaged. And so the tune-ups for August 16 tryouts, I think, was in a really good place. And much like school the last few days, it's been great to see the kids competing. We had over 500 kids come out for fall sports, which I think is the highest we've ever had. So it's really exciting. And starting games last Friday with girls soccer beating Central here, student section was full. Volleyball was here, boys soccer was here, field hockey team came. Obviously boys football was playing over at Gill Stadium, but it just felt like 14 of my 15 years doing this job. So it's been really exciting to kind of see that and seeing the kids compete.
Now that we're back here from the pandemic-related issues from last year, I know there have been some adjustments associated with the operations of the team day-to-day and some changes on quarantine. You sent out a message to the parent community. Do you want to hit any of the highlights from that message here?
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway that I tried to send in those is be prepared for anything, really. And we're seeing it with a lot of schools kind of tweaking what they're doing right now. Fortunately, we're in a good place in how we're operating as a school district and being safe and being aware and letting kids wear masks if they want to wear them and be optional. But every day could be a different challenge, and we'll communicate to the teams. And whether you're inside of the gymnasium at Pinkerton where we may need to wear a mask, or outside at a field in Londonderry where you don't need to wear a mask, it's a process that every school district's trying to do right and trying to make as safe as possible, and we're part of that process as well. So we'll be communicating through the whole time with our kids and our coaches, and much like any year, it's more focal as this year. If you don't feel well, don't come to school, and so that we can be smart about our actions individually and as a community member as well.
Fantastic. So we appreciate that, but let's end on a positive note.
Absolutely.
Here. What are one or two things that you're really excited for the fall season here?
Really just seeing our kids compete and getting better each and every day, and just taking part in their everyday activities that we've had for previous years. I think we've got some really strong teams again this year that hopefully get better each and every day and represent our community and youth sports and all the great volunteers that have coached them through all this point. Hopefully we can be playing late in November for a lot of our teams, and the community's been great in coming out and supporting our teams. And in addition to that, sprinkling community service stuff, sprinkling youth teams and engagement for our kids to be a part of it, which ultimately, like being a high school student, we want a well-rounded experience. So, all our teams are going to compete, our coaches are going to be prepared, and hopefully our kids can be proud of their efforts each and every day.
Great. Thank you so much. Athletic Director here at Bedford High School, Cory Parker. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Good luck with the season.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Hi, everybody. Cory Munsterteiger here for BCTV. We have Bedford High School boys soccer coach, Coach Pepper, has joined us for a preseason interview here. Just want to ask a couple questions about the upcoming season, sir. So you guys just completed a short preseason. Any keys that you have found throughout the last week and a half or so?
So the keys are that we're aware that we're very young. We've lost 15 players from the program from last year. So we've got 6 returnees, and the rest are brand new to the program. We're very young. We've got like 5 freshmen and 6 sophomores. So it's going to be a long season, but an exciting season. We're happy to work with them. We've got some talent throughout the program, and it's going to be a different season to normal, but a season that we're excited about.
Sounds good. So with such a young roster, are there any keys to success or adaptations to your strategy moving into the games?
Well, we just need to get ourselves as fit and as strong as possible, because we found already, having been defeated by Central in our first game, that we lost in the last 5 minutes, because we just weren't strong enough and fit enough to keep with, the bigger, stronger lads. So we've got to get ourselves in the greatest shape we could possibly be in, and then have a formula that works. We feel that we have the skill to pass the ball around most teams. We feel we have the experience from their club soccer, but it's just a question of actually, adapting to playing against juniors and seniors that are just a bit bigger and stronger, really. So.
Sounds good. So it sounds like some conditioning and weight room work, and that'll really help them.
Yeah.
Great. Any key players to watch, captains, other new additions that might be important?
I'm very impressed with the captains, Jackson Whitehead and Kay Corbett. They've really sort of taken on the leadership role for this young program. So, they are key in bringing the group together. We have lots of, exciting players throughout the squad, but, one to watch out for is Gavin Diaz. He's like a sophomore that played and started, by the end of last season, and he's someone we've got great hopes for, but there's a lot more others than that as well.
Fantastic. Well, Coach Pepper, thank you so much. We appreciate your time this afternoon. Good luck in the upcoming season.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cory Munsterteiger here with BCTV. We have Bedford High School football coach Zach Matthews with us. We appreciate you coming out for the interview this afternoon. As you get ready for the season here, I know you've gone through about a 10-day preseason period. Any keys that you found, key revelations over the past 10 days on the season and on the players coming in?
I think the biggest thing is just how nice it is to be back with our kids in more traditional preseason format. I mean, last year we didn't get to really start our preseason until after Labor Day. We didn't have the kids in the building. Our kids were remote students. And so just the fact that our kids are able to kind of be with us, we've been able to have some meetings, get back to a more traditional preseason schedule has been really nice. I think the execution is better just because of the access we've had to our athletes.
Great. So I can imagine that you'll be a little bit more in tuned in the first couple of games instead of kind of running through those plays and getting your feet under you.
Yeah, I mean, one would hope so. I think we've had 2 scrimmages, and we went against Nashua North in the first scrimmage, and that was good. Obviously, still some things to fix. Last Friday night in the Queen City Jamboree, I think it was good to see we played against Salem in a half of action, and knock on wood, penalty-free, turnover-free. I think played some really good football. So we're really pleased with where this group is heading.
That's fantastic to hear. So as this group, you think about them as a whole, any key players to watch, captains, what are you expecting out of the team this year?
I mean, we're expecting a lot. I think it's always nice as far as the head coach is concerned when you've got your quarterback returning. Our quarterback is returning, Joe Michael. Be a 3-year starter for us, which is huge. I mean, having 2 years under his belt playing varsity football, understanding what defenses are trying to do. For us as a coaching staff, that's like having another one of us on the field. So returning a senior quarterback is huge, and then we've got some really good pieces back up front. Jake Boz is back for us up front. Ryan Allard, a lot of experience for those guys. And so, when you have offensive line experience and you have some experience at the quarterback position, I think you feel really good about the direction.
Fantastic, Coach. Well, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. We really appreciate it, and good luck with the season coming up here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Cory Munsterteiger here with BCTV. We're pleased to have Coach Randy Ford here with the girls varsity crew team. He is the coach of the Bedford High School this season, so we just wanted to interview him this afternoon and find out some keys from the preseason and the upcoming season. So Coach Ford, last 10 days you guys have been in the preseason. You've been working really hard for the upcoming meets this year. A couple of keys that you've noticed throughout the last 10 days.
Well, we've had great turnout for the preseason workouts. We've been on the water for 2 weeks, and we've had good weather, good conditions, and we have 12 returning seniors, which is going to go a long ways towards getting us deep into the results. Yeah.
So I understand that you've had over 100 student athletes come out for the crew team this year. What do you attribute that to? What do you think has led to so many kids coming out for the crew team?
I think probably one of the very good things has been we've become a varsity sport in the last 2 years. That certainly has a lot to do with it. But we've grown every year. The crew is about 12 years old. Each year it has become a larger, sport for the kids. And they have fun. It's hard work. And they keep coming back.
That's fantastic to hear. So many kids, you have a lot of great student athletes to choose from to create your top boats. What are some of the keys that you're looking for as you enter the meets this year?
We look for strength. So rowing is an endurance strength sport. So an athlete has to be able to bring the power for a long time, up to 20 minutes in a fall regatta. And generally that's the more experienced kids that are able to do that. So.
Great, thank you so much. And what are the 1 or 2 things that you're most excited about for this fall season?
Well, the big news is that we're moving to a brand new facility. For the first 12 years, we've been up at the Amherst Rowing Club in Hooksett, which is a great facility, but it's a shared facility and a little bit crowded. And we've grown so much in the last 10 years that we've actually moved downriver. We're closer to campus, and we've got a brand new facility that we'll be using just for ourselves, which is going to bring more gains for us.
That's fantastic. Well, Coach, we really wish you the best for the upcoming season. You have a lot of great kids out there, and we hope they can perform at their top throughout the year. So congratulations.
Great.
Good luck with the season.
Thank you. All right.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Cory Munsterteiger with BCTV. We have Coach Winning from the Bedford High School girls varsity soccer team here. We're just going to go through a couple of questions about the upcoming season. So, Coach Winning, you're just coming out of preseason here the last 10 days. Any revelations over the last 10 days that you're excited about?
I'm just excited about the team and the way they're gelling together. It's been really great. They're enjoying they're enjoying their time out there. They're playing well together. They're clicking early, which is great, and they're just having a blast. It's fun.
That's
and they're working hard, so that's all you can ask for. Great.
That's fantastic to hear. Captains, seniors, any other key players that you want to highlight going into the season?
We have 3 seniors. We have Ashley Babodis, Taryn Neftali, and Abby Forster. There are only 3 seniors this year. Along with them, we have Zoe as one of the captains with Abby and Ashley. A lot of juniors, and then a couple young players, that are stepping up, and we're stronger this year than we were last year. So they've been playing together for a while now.
That's great to hear. And then approaching the season, I know you guys have a tough schedule throughout New Hampshire. What are some keys that you're looking for, either from team performance or some of the opponents that you're going to face?
We're really just going to focus on moving the ball quickly and some physical play. Those have been our weaknesses over the past couple years, and I think the difference between the teams that are making it till the end and us, and we started out great with that the other night. So that's kind of where we're headed.
Great physical play key. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Then last question for you. 1 or 2 key things that you're really excited for this season as compared to last season that was affected so much by COVID-19?
I think we saw it on Friday with the fan base that we had. A bunch of students came out. The energy was great. The girls were feeding off that energy, and it actually feels like high school again, where last year it was just kind of quiet. And although we played well, it just didn't have that energy and that feel. It was exciting to be on the field on Friday. So we're looking forward to more days like that.
Great. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good luck with the season.
Thanks for having me.
All the best.
Hi, volleyball fans. Corey Parker here, filling in for Cory Munsterteiger as we get a coach's spotlight. Today, we have the pleasure of talking to Anna McGann, entering her 5th year as the varsity head coach here at Bedford. Coach, talk a little bit about your returning players this year and kind of the impact and leadership you expect from them.
Yeah, so we're returning. We got 7 seniors. And it's a fantastic group of girls. You know, they worked really, really hard last year. They've been playing volleyball together since they were in 6th, 7th grade. So the leadership kind of grows within the group organically. And then, just being on the team together last year, having that experience in high impact games is going to be great, along with our captains, who are 3 seniors, and they all play impact roles on the court, but also in working with the kids too.
Sure. Obviously, high expectations coming off an undefeated state championship last year. What are a couple of the opponents that you're circling that the girls are really excited to compete against?
I mean, we prepare every season to compete against every team. The cool thing about last year is we got a little bit of insight through film on some of what everyone's doing, but we're just excited to get out there and actually see teams again that we didn't get to actually face last year.
Within the program, obviously, new year, COVID, there could be games where we could be masked based on our opponents. How are the girls kind of grappling with that and being ready for the season?
After last year, we went in with the mindset of control what you can, and I think this year we're going to go off of that same mentality where if we can get the job done, if we can play volleyball, it's a good day. Any kind of obstacle or hurdle that we have to overcome in any gym or any COVID policy, we're going to work with that day by day and just keep pushing through, focusing on practice.
Volleyball, one of the programs here that has really spiked in interest over the last couple of years. Yeah. Tryouts, difficult time for coaches with over 50 girls trying out. What do you think the recipe of that success is to get so much energy in girls wanting to play Bedford volleyball?
It's really starting at the younger age groups. I'll give a huge shout out to Lady Bulldogs. They do a fantastic job in town, getting girls playing club at a young age and just getting the interest started then. So that as they grow up through middle school, when they get to high school level, they already have an understanding of the game. It's a fun sport to watch, and it's a fun sport to play. So I think once they get in that gym at a young age, it kind of takes off from there.
Yeah, certainly much like all our fall teams, volleyball, a very exciting game to watch. High energy, high commitment from the girls, exceptional athleticism. if you're in town or you can get it on our Huddle camera through our YouTube stream, do yourself a favor, watch a game or two. I'll leave with one final question for you. Who's your favorite AD?
Cory Parker.
With that said, for George, for the entire BCTV crew, thanks so much for your time coming down today on Media Day, and look forward to see many of the community members out supporting the Bulldogs this fall.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. It's Cory Munsterteiger with BCTV. We're here with head field hockey coach for Bedford High School, Annika McStowe. Appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Just wanted to ask you a couple questions about the upcoming season. So first of all, the last 10 days or so, you've had a preseason, you've had all the kids in early before, and you're trying to select the team. Tell me some of the key revelations over the last 10 days that you've been able to make with the field hockey team.
Yeah, so all summer we had practices on Wednesdays, which went really great. Had some fun in there, but make sure we're getting touches on the ball and having a lot of exercise. So preseason was good. We tried to do more of stations and really see what the girls' skills were like to make sure we're evaluating correctly for JV and varsity. And I think there's a lot of depth on the team so far. I feel like what I had told the girls is that when we ended the year last year, we wanted to start where we ended last year, and I feel like that's really happening. I feel like the girls have picked up exactly where we left off when we played Concord last year. So the depth on the team is super strong. We have a lot of great leaders. We have forward Isabel McStowe doing great things. Midfield Sydney Grogan, wonderful, great athlete, and Maxine Morse is on defense, just a solid wall, basically.
That's fantastic. You already jumped the gun. I was going to ask you about some of your key players moving into the season, so that's fantastic. Great to hear that. Also, keys to the season, you mentioned some key players, just keys to the season. Obviously, you have a returning squad that's really helpful. We heard earlier from the boys soccer team who has a lot of young kids, but you have some of that senior leadership that's coming back. Yeah. What do you think is going to help moving into the season in addition to that senior leadership?
We have a very solid group of juniors. Juniors at Bedford, the girls are just very good athletes. At any sport across the board, the junior class seems to be a very solid girls class. So those girls I'm looking for to be the leaders as well. Most of my starters are actually juniors. And so I'm looking for them to continue that growth so that by next year too, we're just even building more on that and be a even more solid team.
All right, that's fantastic. So last question for you. What are the one or two things that you're most excited about heading into this season?
When we got together as a team, we talked about our goals, whether they're individual goals or team goals. And across the board, everybody said how they thought this was a winning year in the sense of we're not going to each game and saying, I wonder what today's going to be like. We're walking onto that field saying, we own this day and we are going to be winning that game. So that's what I'm hoping for with every game moving forward. We'll be keen to start off and we hope to continue with that.
That's fantastic. Well, congratulations on that first win. That positive mental attitude throughout the season is going to be a key contributor. That's great to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck with the season.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Cory Munsterteiger here with BCTV. We have Stephanie and Shay from the varsity cheerleading team here at Bedford High School. Just wanted to ask them a few questions about the upcoming season. So you guys have had summer workouts. You had all the team together. You're finally here for the start of the school year. Tell me your excited emotions here. How are you guys feeling right now?
We're actually really excited to be able to compete this year because last year we did not get to compete. We were only allowed to cheer at football and basketball games. So to be able to actually put together a routine and compete at states this year is just exciting in itself.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I think it's really exciting that the girls can be together. They can compete and be athletic.
Fantastic. So as you're looking throughout the season here, you guys have put your routine together. Any kind of key changes that you've had from 2 years ago, I guess, to this season? And any kind of seniors or captains or special contributors to the team that you'd like to highlight?
No real changes. It's kind of a rebuilding year for us. As like I said previously, we didn't get to do anything last year. But we do have two seniors that are our captains, and they are great leaders. And I'm not sure we could get through a lot of stuff without them communicating to the girls for us. So
fantastic.
I was just about to say, we're going to miss them so much. Brooke and Hannah, they're going to be dearly missed on our behalf because they've really been team leaders. And I think Brooke was for a couple of years, right?
Yep.
She was our captain for a couple of years, so she's going to be missed, both of them. Yeah.
Fantastic. So other than being able to actually perform and compete this year, as everybody's very excited about that, what are 1 or 2 things that you're really excited about for this upcoming season?
That we have so many new kids in the program that I didn't see in the middle school last year or the year before. So to see these new faces as freshmen and hopefully retain them until they're seniors in high school, I'm so excited about that because we can mold them into be, the athletes that we want them to be. So it's great.
Yeah, we have, I don't know how many freshmen and how many sophomores, but our majority of our team is freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah.
So they'll hopefully be with us for a while, which is truly exciting. I think another thing is just, again, we're rebuilding and making our team, molding it because we haven't competed in a year.
Yeah.
But I think just them kind of being able to bond together is really special as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time this afternoon, Stephanie and Shay.
Thank you.
We wish you luck with the upcoming season and good luck with the team this year.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Have a good
it.
afternoon.